Ohio truly is at the center of it all. Within a one-day drive of the state can be found 50% of North America's population and 70% of the continent's manufacturing capacity. It's little wonder that we boast the nation's 10th largest highway network, the 4th largest interstate highway system, the 2nd highest inventory of bridges, and an exceptional rail, water, and aviation network. This powerful transportation system supports an economy that's ranked 6th overall. In fact, if Ohio was a separate nation, it would have the globe's 20th largest economy. But the distinction of being the nation's transportation hub comes at a cost. Congestion, weakened infrastructure, and unsafe travel conditions. Between 1993 and 2003, total vehicle miles increased at a higher rate than population growth in every urban area in the state, except Akron. Driving patterns are changing too. While downtowns used to be the main destination of travelers, that's no longer the case. The growth of people and jobs to the suburbs has changed driving routes. And truck volume, which puts the most strain on a fragile infrastructure, has increased 90% over the last 25 years and is expected to rise an additional 60% over the next couple decades. That's according to ODOT, the Ohio Department of Transportation. It's for all of those reasons and more that the Ohio General Assembly proposed and enacted into law Ohio's Jobs in Progress Plan, creating Ohio's most ambitious and sustained transportation investment since the interstate system began. As a result of the 2003 plan, the Governor's Transportation Review Advisory Council will allocate a stunning $5 billion to be spent over a 10-year period ending in 2015 to upgrade and maintain our aging infrastructure.
I absolutely believe that if you're going to be successful, you have to have good infrastructure. And so I've spent my entire career in the Congress and the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. And to me, there's nothing more important than having good road construction, good bridge construction. You have to have a solid network of railroads. You have to have good ports. And that's the only way we're going to make sure that we stay competitive in this country.
Skilled union workers and union signatory contractors are tackling major road, bridge, and highway construction projects all across the state to improve travel safety, ease urban roadway congestion, connect rural regions, and stimulate the state's economy with thousands of new jobs. For instance, organized labor is hard at work completing construction of the new steel-based General U.S. Grant Bridge spanning the Ohio River at US 23 between Portsmouth, Ohio and South Shore, Kentucky, a $28 million project. In the southwest part of the state, a $216.5 million multi-phase project to upgrade interchanges and add continuous through lanes in Dayton will result in critical improvements in safety and capacity. In Mahoning and Trumbull counties, work is taking place on the connector highway between State Routes 7 and 11. In central Ohio, millions of dollars have been allocated to complete major work on the I-270 State Route 161 interchange. Toledo area residents are seeing construction of the Maumee Bay Bridge, a much-needed $250 million project. In northeast Ohio, union crews are upgrading Cleveland's Innerbelt Curve and the viaduct as part of a dramatic multi-phase facelift to begin in 2008. The final price tag, $1 billion. And US 30 is undergoing major improvements in multiple projects, some already completed, all along the state-spanning stretch of highway to turn it into the highway of tomorrow at a cost that will exceed $1 billion. These represent but a handful of the dozens of jobs ongoing or soon to be undertaken all over the state. Billions of dollars will be spent upgrading and improving infrastructure in the near future, including projects along US Route 33 around Nelsonville, on the Schillings Mill Bridge in Youngstown, on I-70 in Columbus, an ongoing project, and elsewhere. In addition to easing congestion and increasing travel efficiency, this ambitious statewide construction initiative will be a literal lifesaver. Statistically, every $100 million invested in highway safety improvements results in about 145 fewer traffic fatalities over a 10-year period. That's according to the Federal Highway Administration and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Traffic route improvements yield economic benefits as well. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimates that traffic crashes cost Ohioans $11 billion annually in lost wages, property damage, and medical costs. Each critically injured car crash victim accumulates an average of $1.1 million in lifetime medical costs and lost productivity. Poor pavement condition also increases the cost of vehicle maintenance, and congestion makes an area less appealing to outsiders, discouraging efforts to attract business and create jobs. And then there are the bottom line benefits to the average Ohioan. Economists estimate that every $250 million in construction funding supports a total of 6,900 jobs, 1,975 in direct jobs such as construction workers, and 4,925 indirect workers like employees of companies supplying asphalt, concrete, stone, and guardrails. That puts good money back into the local communities where it touches even more people. To put it another way, every dollar invested in interstate highways returns $6 in economic productivity. These are good jobs, jobs that pay well, and deservedly so. Jobs held by highly skilled, experienced, and qualified union workers.
The members of 860, construction craft laborers, provide the type of experience, knowledge, expertise to bring these projects in ahead of schedule and under budget. The members of 860 provide a source for their signatory employers to be productive and to accomplish such goals.
I think it's important that the roads and bridges be constructed by organized labor because, one, you know where the people are, you know that they've been well trained to build a good road or a good bridge, and two, and just as important, these people live in our communities, and so if they make a good livable wage, they're also participating not only to the good construction of roads and bridges, they're helping pay the taxes for the schools, the fire department, and the police.
This work must continue to go to organized labor. Here's why. A recent study conducted using Federal Highway Administration figures and reviewed by an economist with the Construction Labor Resource Council shows that construction costs are actually lower in high-wage states, where prevailing wage is observed, than in low-wage states. The study examined cost figures from highway construction projects in every state between the years 1980 and 1993, and found that despite an 81% higher wage rate, overall labor costs were 40% lower in the high-wage states. These more skilled, better trained, and highly productive workers saved an average of $123,000 per construction mile over labor costs in low-wage states, and completed the job in an astonishing 42% fewer man-hours. Progress has already been made. A 14-year comparison of state roads and highways undertaken by the University of North Carolina at Charlotte revealed that while the pavement condition of 14.5% of Ohio's urban interstates was considered poor in 1984, this figure had dropped to less than 1% of roads by 2002. All Ohioans can be proud of the men and women construction craft laborers who have already accomplished so much to make the nation's transportation infrastructure the centerpiece of our economy. But there's much more to do to upgrade and improve Ohio's roadway and bridge network now and in the years ahead. And these are the people to do it.
We do all aspects of labor work from the ground up until the end. And we do the tunneling, dirt work, slip forms, and therefore we can benefit this contractor by our skilled personnel and they can get the job done, most of all, on time.
Ohioans of the 21st century are about to receive a highway, road, and bridge infrastructure that's safer and more efficient and reflects the realities of modern-day travel. Our many capable and proficient union laborers are eager to be part of the effort to help us all get there.